All right, what up, people? This is No Name Boxing TV, aka the Legendary Man, aka the Pugilist World Legend. I got shooters in the building this time. You know what I mean? I'm gonna allow these guys have the floor and do y'all intros, man. We'll start with Thunderdome. What's up, man?
What's going on? No name. Thunderdome boxing talk here.
I'm gonna allow
Oh,
these guys
my
have the
fault.
floor. All right, my fault, guys. I'm sorry, Thunderdome, man.
No problem.
Go ahead, man.
Oh, it's just Thunderdome boxing talk here to join the hangout.
All right, student.
Yep, this is YTBC student, ready to talk some boxing, some
Let's do
interesting boxing talk.
Let's do this shit, man. So we're gonna start off with the main event, Canelo Khan. Um, I'm back and forth like I was telling YTBC before we got on air. I'm back and forth on this fight, but I got Amir Khan, man, pulling off the upset, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's a better fighter. I think he would get his jab up and keep moving. I think he, don't do 3-4 punch combinations. Do like 2 or 3. He should be good. But let me know what you guys think.
I mean, Khan can win. I mean, people were like, he definitely can win. He just has to, basically fight. He can only afford to make. Every fighter makes a mistake in a fight, but he can only afford to make, you know, a, a very select few. Uh, and anytime he makes a mistake, he needs to immediately get on defense, to make sure he doesn't pay for it. And hopefully, with the added weight, that he doesn't tire because he's gonna have to. His legs are gonna be moving a lot, and hopefully they don't tire out in those later rounds carrying some extra weight. Because maybe he was able to go 16, 18 rounds in the gym, but once you get on the big stage in a real fight, you got a lot of pressure on you. You can even exert, just nervous energy because you don't want to, lose. It could take a little more out of your legs than you're used to. Hopefully that doesn't happen because I'm rooting for Khan. I want this Canelo weight shit done with. And
Please.
so he can win, but he has to fight a perfect game plan, and it will be decision. So he's gonna have to go 12 rounds with this guy, and he's gonna get hit. So his chin, I don't think Canelo's some huge puncher. I think that's pretty proven, just by every time he's in there with a, B-level fighter and up, he can't knock him out. So Khan, he has he's a very good chance actually of going to the cards, but can he get the decision on the cards? You know what I mean? That's a whole other story. Because he'll have to win, I'm talking 9 rounds clearly.
Exactly.
And there could still be something fishy. So
Yeah. It's kind of like that Frankie Randall Chavez fight, man. Like you had to give it to Frankie Randall, man. Like because Chavez had that same kind of like stroke and pull back of the day, with him and Don King. You know what I mean? So he has to be dominant. He has to make it look very convincing. And yeah. Other than that, if it's like an even fight, he's gonna lose in the cards. I mean,
yeah, even if it's like 7-5, he'll lose on the cards.
exactly. Like Pacquiao did with Mayweather.
Yeah, yeah.
Student, what you think, man?
I mean, I pretty much agree with Thunderdome. I think he has to pretty much fight the perfect fight. I mean, and the thing that just gets me is that, yeah, Khan hasn't lost in a while, but he also hasn't fought a big puncher in a while. And going back to what Thunderdome said, Canelo's not the biggest puncher, but I do think he's a bit overrated when it comes to how people perceive him with his punching power. But at this either, you're talking about a bigger man. Plus, we don't know how the weight is going to affect Khan. as far as stamina is concerned.
Yeah, and, you know, like Canelo with the big punch and everything, he just makes it look good. You know what I mean? He's throwing everything with all out of force and makes it look good and shit. But at the same time, like I said before we started broadcast, that he's knocking out little guys, man. And of course he's gonna look good knocking out little guys. And Kirkland's a fucking bum. You know what I'm saying? He's a garbage fighter. I mean, he was left wide open to make Canelo look good. It is what it is. He was still getting hit by Kirkland. It's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Kirkland rushed him back to the ropes, and it looked like he had Canelo hurt for a minute there.
Yep.
But what you just said is, I don't know if I've ever touched on it, but I've surely thought about it. Is you said the way Canelo throws his punches and how he looks like he's putting so much into it. I think that does influence people to think that he's a huge power puncher. Just because he throws these big punches, they're big power punches, but that don't mean they have all that much power on them. Plus the way Lara was, like, for whatever reason, so scared to get hit, and probably because he doesn't have the most durability, but
body shots were crazy, man. He was hitting them with.
yeah, and how he would, like, run from them, like God, do not hit me with another one. All that together really convinced people, like, this kid can crack, But then he never knocks anyone out, so it's, you're left to wonder. I mean, Kirkland, yeah, I don't even want to. That's, that was a given.
It was funny as fuck too. Don't you talk about how he's being a crackhead, got him up the street.
No, Ann Wolf's the one who said that shit. So.
Yeah, he definitely needed her for this fight. I don't know why he didn't go to her for that fight. He definitely needed her for that extra motivation, So,
yeah.
Because he got started fire on him. He's like 10 times the fighter he is. With her in his corner, and I don't understand why he didn't go to her for this fight. I'm still baffled about the situation, and you can tell he definitely needed her against Canelo.
Yeah, every time she's not in his corner, he loses.
Mm-hmm.
So,
no, he's garbage, man. I mean, he got hard, but he just got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, what else do you want to talk about? I mean, how do you think with the weigh-in? How do you think both guys looked?
I thought personally Khan looked about as good as he could, with this being his first fight at 155, basically middleweight, but just his first fight at 55. He looked about as good as he could in my eyes.
I think so too.
Canelo though, he was definitely drained. I can't see him fighting the 55 again. I don't know if maybe they tried to have him cut even muscle mass so he could be in the ring maybe around 170, 171 to be a little bit quicker. But that might backfire on him too, because that might make him, his stamina might drop off real quick. He might be sluggish, or his stamina might, just dissipate towards the end of the fight. And if Khan's doesn't, Khan might be able to steal a lot of them late rounds.
Yeah, I agree. Student, what you think, man?
At the weigh-in,
yeah.
I mean, Canelo, it's very apparent that Canelo drains himself.
Hold on. One of y'all have your mic is too loud. I'm getting like mad feedback. Like one of y'all, maybe it's my mic down.
It might be mine.
There's a lot of echo and stuff. I'm sorry, KP.
No, you're good. It might be mine. I don't know how to control. I'm still learning this.
Yeah, you sound better. You sound better. Yeah, that's you. That was you. You sound good now. You sound perfect.
All right. So, but I mean, it's from what I could tell from the weigh-in, Khan, he's never been that big as far as I know, and at least fighting. I know he's ballooned up on his off season, if that's what you want to call it, but. I don't think he looked bad, but, it's not really his natural weight. And then as far as Canelo is concerned, I mean, it's very, very apparent that he drains himself to make this weight. And I think the only reason why he gets away with it is because of his age. You know, he's so young. He can kind of recuperate from it. And I think that's what he's banking on for now. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he were to try to retire at a younger age because of that.
Well, he's killing himself. You know, I mean, he definitely looks drained. Khan, I mean, it's like Thunderdome said, like he look as good as he can look within a couple of months of training. I mean, he's gonna have a little flab there. I mean, he didn't have much time to get in, get all muscles all over his body. That really fucking matters. But Canelo, he's really killing himself, and he after this fight, he needs to stop being a pussy, and step up. And like I said in my past video, man, like all these propaganda channels, the content and all that shit, like, stop telling people to do up and tell these guys who you want on their resume to step up. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear this shit no more, man. Like, niggas hiding behind resumes and promoters, cable. Look, listen, man, just stop ducking this dude.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Yo, like K2, Triple G, he's not with K2. Like K2 promotes his fights, but he's on a fight-by-fight basis with them. He has his Triple G promotions, and he only hires Tom Loeffler because he has a promoter's license, right? So he is literally free to work with whoever he wants. But he does have a contract with HBO, but we've seen before he's had fights off of HBO. If they don't have a date or something and he still wants to fight, he's like totally free. This guy can do anything. I mean, he can't go fight on Showtime, but that's about all he can't do. But he can bring any PBC guy, on to Showtime or on to HBO. So any of the top dudes from 54 that are bigger than him, if they weigh in from 54, they enter the ring bigger than him. So if they come in at 60, they'll clearly be bigger. You can get Lara can move up, Andre can move up. If people want people to move up, Canelo surely needs to move up because he is killing himself. It's ridiculous.
He looks terrible, man.
Yeah, and he would be a better fighter if he would just weigh in at 160. He'd have more stamina. He'd feel a lot better. He wouldn't be this, fight in spurts type fighter. He'd be able to go around, like go and go. He'd just be better all around. I mean, he'd be healthier. His chin would get better. It's not like he has a bad chin now, but if he goes to 160, his chin would be even better. So it's like I don't see why he's doing this. It's strictly to avoid fighting real middleweights.
Yeah. And
Danny Jacobs. If people want, someone, whoever they want, like you said, whoever they want on his resume, tell them to get in the fucking ring with them. Why is it always criticizing Triple G when the guy's, he's willing to fight anyone. So whoever you think can beat him, or you want to see how he can look against, tell them to get in the fucking ring with him. I just talked to Tom Loeffler a few days ago and told him you need to get. I asked him if he could fight at 68 without losing the titles. At 60, he said they can do a voluntary or whatever. Have one fight at 68 if they get the permission from all the sanctioning bodies of the belts that he holds at that time, and he doesn't have any mandos. No obligations for a mando. He will be able to fight, a one of and then come right back and still have all his titles. And I was like, you need to fight someone like James DeGale, do whatever you got to do to get Lara in the ring or someone like that, and just, show these guys, just flat out. And he said, dude, they're all being targeted, but you don't realize how hard it is to get people in the ring. I mean, I got the fucking, I can send you a screenshot of it. He's not joking. This is all private, but I'm putting it out there now. But it's the truth. He'll tell you they're going after everyone. They want Danny Jacobs. They want Danny Jacobs and Madison Madison Square Garden. So, you know, if they can't get a unification, I'd imagine Danny's going to be the first guy they go after, because that would be a big fight in New York City.
It's gonna be a short fight too.
Oh, it is for sure. And that's why he might not take it. So, you know, he'll be. I mean, I don't know how the fuck a contender, literally a dude who's never been world champion, won't jump at the opportunity to fight the man in his division, get 2 world titles with the WBC interim, which is a guaranteed crack at the 3rd, you know, which is probably a pay-per-view fight, you know, if Canelo's still holding it, but if not, it's a crack at 3 world titles, you know, because if Canelo decides to not fight him, he'll have 3 titles. What contender wouldn't jump at a chance to fight for 3 world titles and to be the man at middleweight?
A scared one.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Ones you have no belief they can win.
Yeah, and with Lara, he just talking. He don't have no problems. And the way the Gale looked last week, he shouldn't be going on Triple G at all. He's gonna get stretched.
Well, yeah, I don't think he really. I mean,
Ward beats his ass too with that performance.
Yeah, that was a horrible performance. The you know, Triple G and DeGale, that fight would have to take place in England.
To make money. You have to make money.
Yeah, to make money, get DeGale amped up to have a good fight. But
bring his sister too. Shit, bring her sister. Bring his sister too, man. Real shit.
Oh, yo, she is fine.
My God. Yeah.
I think he gets stretched. I think he gets stretched too. You know.
And what I'm confused is like, why do you keep wanting this guy to step up for? You're gonna have the same problems in super middleweight. They're gonna duck him there too. Like it doesn't. They just want him away from Canelo, away from Floyd. You know, this is just. You know, like I said in my last video, man, it's like the guy who's too good on the basketball court. Like, just go play over there, man. Don't play on my court no more. Just go over there.
Yeah.
I mean, leave us alone. You know.
Why would you? You know, he's about to get the 3rd title. Why would you give up 3 world titles to go fight in a division where really no one's gonna fight you? You know, you might get 1 title, and then you'll be right back in the same spot you were 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's all
going
smoke
backwards,
and mirrors, man. Like, it's all smoke and mirrors, man. Everybody's just full of shit, man. Everybody's scared of the guy, and it is what it is, man. Like, you know, they're gonna bring any kind of propaganda to cover the fact that these guys are just scared. They're scared of this guy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just to show like how easy it is for, you know, we'll put it this way. All right, we know Triple G enters the ring 170, 171. We know that Keith Thurman from Fight Night Weights, Keith Thurman and Errol Spence have entered the ring at 162 pounds. Like, think they're, and then look at their frames. They're damn near like they're
big guys.
Yeah, they're really close to Triple G. I mean, and then they're weighing in at 47. So imagine if they were allowed to weigh in at 160. They'd come in a solid 170. I mean, they would. They would.
Right.
So it's, you know, there's so many options out there for them, but it's showing you that guys drain the shit out themselves to make weights. And
fear. It's the fear, Thunderdome, man. It's that fear, King.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Because, like, trust me, if Gennady Golovkin was not in the middleweight division, Canelo would be in middleweight.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a Duck Andrade and the Charlo brothers.
Yep.
They fuck him up, too. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's no coincidence that he's weighing at 155 pounds. You know what I'm saying? To get away from the 154-pound division, and because they know true middleweights ain't going to come down and fight his bitch ass at 155.
Yeah.
He knows this. Oscar knows this. Oscar, B-Hop, they all know this shit. It's all calculated, man.
Oh, I know. Yeah, no doubt. And the top 54 guys are all with Heyman, so they're going to use that excuse, you know, without even bothering to send an offer and see if Andrade would fight Canelo. which I'm sure he would. But
yeah, you seen the videos, man. He's been calling out Canelo for years, man.
Yeah, Errol Spence just said that he would move up for Canelo, but no one else. But
he will destroy Canelo.
But look at this. Remember when Triple G said, "I'll move up for Froch and Chavez," and people blasted him. Well, why won't he fight? Why won't he fight Ward? Even though
money.
Yeah. Well,
Ward don't bring no fucking money.
Yeah. Well, listen to this. Errol says, "I'll move up for Canelo and no one else." Well, actually, why not Triple G? He's smaller, and he does bring money. Maybe not the money of Triple G, but he does bring money. He'll give you your career high payday. Dude just made less than $250,000. That was his career high payday. You can probably get a $500,000 shit and be the man at middleweight. But it's like I don't have anything. I like Earl, so I don't want him to go to middleweight. But I'm just saying, how come no one
right now, man. It'll be a good fight. But you know what though? Like a guy with the skill set of Errol Spence is probably the only person to be able to beat Golovkin. Athletic, technical, explosive power. He has to have power.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the type of guy that could beat Triple G.
Yeah, it'd be nice to let him do his thing at welterweight. Maybe, wreck all the top guys down there. They got to get in the fucking ring with him,
Yeah. That's going to be a whole story to its own. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait till you see all the stuff that's going to come out for this motherfucker. Everybody's going to duck this guy, too. So he's a problem. You know what I mean? He might just have to fight Triple G. Canelo ain't gonna want to fight that nigga either. Like, it is what it is.
No, that's why Earl said he'll move up for him. He already knows he'll beat his ass.
It's instant superstardom for him too. I think that's why it's kind of like what Gennady said. Like, he'll move over for Chavez at the time and on Froch because those are the big money, big name fights.
Exactly. It's the same thing. But Triple G caught flack and Earl didn't. When it's literally what what fighters do.
Well, you know why. It's the black tards, man.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
I'll say it for you, man. It's the black tards, man.
No, I know what that is. I know what it is, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these Flomo, these Andre Ward, like, man.
You know what I find funny?
They're both doing the right thing.
I think it's kind of funny that we're talking about Errol Spence versus Triple G being more of a possibility. No. I'm just saying it's more of a possibility than Canelo stepping up and fighting. This is like more of a realistic topic at this time, and I think it's funny.
Because he got balls. Nobody else doesn't. He's a real fighter. He has the same mindset as Triple G. He wants to be great. That's the difference. That's why I love that kid, man.
Yeah. I need to see Earl in the ring with Brook, with Thurman, with Porter. I don't really need to see him in there with Danny Garcia because I know he's gonna chop it.
Kill that fucking figure.
Yeah, he's gonna kill that kid. but they got to get in the ring with him, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Brook probably got the best chance out of all of them.
Yeah, because of strength and size.
Yeah. He's another big welter, strong, technical. Power, chin, they both have it all. That's gonna be the best fight at welter. In my opinion, that is the best fight at welter.
Yeah, I think I love Errol Spence. My only question is that I have to see him in the ring with a puncher.
Yeah, I know. That's the only question. It's the only question we need answered about him.
That's it. Other than that, he's good.
Yeah. If his chin is solid, too.
Sky's the
Yeah, man. He's gonna clear out that welterweight division, and I like Thurman, I like Porter because they are the two top guys right now in the welterweight division, man. But I don't see neither one of those guys right now being Errol Spence. I just don't see it.
Nah.
I like both guys.
I like them all. But you gotta think. Man, I actually, if you look at Porter, he's coming right at you. Just what Earl wants. He can either keep you at the end of the jab or power punch you, just wreck you. So it might take him some rounds, or, but I think he'd beat Porter.
Yeah, because all you got to do is stay the jab, and because Porter has to respect Spence's power. He can't just go in like he did against Paulie Malignaggi and just, not blow him out the fucking water. So he has to respect him. know what I'm saying? So, and I think Spence just has more skill. He's a better fighter. And it's kind of like with Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson. I mean, Lennox Lewis is a complete boxer, and he beats Mike Tyson all day.
Yeah.
I mean, even past his prime and his prime, he still beats Mike Tyson. That's what it is. He's a true boxer, and he can take a punch.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So that's how that fight plays out. For me, I guess.
Thurman, he'd probably do the whole run around the ring and try and pot shot him. Jump in, jump out.
Yep.
Circle, jump in, jump out. We'd have to
I
see.
hope not.
But, well, he would. That's what he does when he's up against someone who got some pop. I mean,
Kenny
yeah,
Porter said
he wouldn't.
that's what Kenny Porter did in sparring.
But Earl might force Thurman into a fight by cutting the ring off on him.
Oh yeah, he's so fast with his feet, man. He knows how to. He reminds me of Triple G, just a more athletic version. He can cut off the ring, very technically sound. That's why he fucked up Floyd Mayweather in sparring. See, I know the story. He was beating the shit out of Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? He had to come in and stop the sparring. Niggas don't want to tell people that. You know what I mean? Like, it's different stories, but he was giving him that work. He was cutting him off, beating the shit out of him, and Floyd couldn't do nothing with him. So everybody jumped in the ring to save his bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody in the camp that saw that shit. You know what I'm saying? Blow for blow. And he was getting fucked up. And it is what it is. But, you know. Oh, man. Speaking of Floyd Mayweather, I know you heard this bullshit with they talk about Floyd going against another fraud, Conor McGregor.
Screw that shit. That's just for attention.
Yeah, Floyd would kill that. Listen, first of all, McGregor got Nate Diaz problems, and you know. Before you talk about Floyd in a boxing match, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's the same. You know, Floyd would destroy him in a boxing ring, and McGregor would destroy Floyd in MMA. So what's the point?
It's a mute point. You know. Let's see. What else is going on? B-Hop.
Man, B-Hop pissed me off so bad.
I'm still mad.
Like I watched your video and you said it the best. What if that was you, B-Hop, and he used to always speak out about the injustices that were happening, right?
Yep.
So why can't he put himself in Triple G's shoes and see how the middleweight history is getting all fucked up because of Canelo, their guy, and he's actually trying to twist shit to back Canelo, you know, instead of supporting what should be done. Like what Marvin Hagler is supporting what should be done. You know, saying it should be at 160. This is the middleweight division. Champions should be fighting each other at 160. But I don't know.
He's wearing his promoter hat.
Yep, he got his little, you know, yeah, got a little.
And he's a house nigga. He's a house nigga too. And he listen, man. Like you like he don't make no motherfucking sense. Like how you gonna try to tell Triple G to move up 2 weight classes and fight Kovalev? Now niggas want to fight Kovalev now. Like what?
Yeah, and he got a guy in the same damn division as Triple G, but
he don't want to step up.
Yeah, but can't even fight him. It don't make sense.
Millennial.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's the biggest fight in boxing at this moment.
So he can't use ain't no money excuse because that's the biggest fight. It's bigger than Khan.
Yeah. Oh, way bigger.
Way bigger, exactly.
But if Canelo loses, what is Golden Boy left with? That's their whole problem.
They got decent fighters. You just gotta promote them. They just gotta put their. I don't know, man. I think Al Heyman and Schaefer just stripped that nigga butt naked. And he just gotta he's dependent on Canelo. It's like build up your other fighters too. Like you got a decent stable or work with other like with Heyman, Bob Aaron. He's an excellent promoter. De La Hoya and Golden Boy.
Yeah, he is.
They're the best promotional company. They could freelance and promote big fights and make their money. And until that big fighter comes along, you know what I mean? Like they won't be dead. Oscar has deep pockets. He's a powerful man in boxing. You know
they got a bunch of little guys coming up, you know, like 100, like lightweights to featherweights, shit like that. They got some guys coming up down there. They got Frankie Gomez. He's fighting tonight at welterweight, depending on against Mauricio Herrera. If he looks really good, that could be a guy. You know. You know, could be an opponent for any of the welterweights. You know.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see how he looks. You know, he's up against a tricky opponent.
Yeah, Herrera is definitely a tricky guy. He's definitely a good fighter. You know what I mean? He beat Danny Garcia.
Yes, he did.
You know, and Danny Garcia, I gotta holler at you, Danny Garcia. You are Al Heyman's manufactured bitch. Okay. I mean, listen, you did knock out Khan. Okay, you did get lucky. I mean, you tried to throw the punch, but you was lucky. I mean, Albert McCall and fucking Hopkins got lucky too. I mean, it is. And so they're trying to build up on that because you are Latino, you are Puerto Rican, but it's just not working, okay? Because you're a cornball, and they already know you're not that talented. Okay, like
his Angel Garcia fucking got Danny like straight like. Like, you know, it's like pussy whipped. He got mind control.
With his dick. He was up with his dick.
Danny ain't got no real say. It's like his dad could just be like, shut the fuck up, and Danny just shuts the fuck up. You
like
know?
Sean Porter. Same thing.
For real. So, you know, and Angel just wants to fight bums and get decent little checks. You know?
That's it. Because like they ducked Khan rematch like for years.
He ducked Sean Porter.
Oh yeah.
Said Sean Porter was tailor made and they'd whoop him. Porter's went right to the gym, said let's make the fight. They said no.
Because he knows his son's a fucking bum. Okay, he's manufactured. He's just Puerto Rican. That's it. With a punch. He got a good left hook. That's it.
Yeah.
He caught Khan because like it's one of the knocks on Khan. He is so reliant on his natural hand speed. It's definitely god tier. He got too greedy, and one thing about Danny Garcia, he knows how to punch with fighters.
Yeah.
So, like while you punch it, he's gonna punch. His timing is good. He just threw a haymaker. His eyes was closed, man. Fuck that.
I slow-moed the shit out of that. Hell yeah.
And he caught him. But before that, Khan was scraping his ass easily. That was an easy fight for Khan. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man.
That's a rematch that needs to happen. But the Garcias didn't even want that.
I know.
Remember they were talking about if we have to do that, we'll give up our WBC belt. Why? It's a huge money fight. Why? Because they might lose.
And that belt is part of the money, bro. You need that belt. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
But then they're really hoping that Floyd comes back and picks Danny. They'll take the L to Floyd.
Listen. If anybody buys that bullshit ass fight, okay, needs to go to the backyard, get the finest shotgun, and put it in your goddamn mouth, okay? Because only the FOMO cocksuckers will buy that dumbass fight, and even they shouldn't buy that fight. Why would you buy a fight you know what's gonna happen? That's wasting money.
Literally wasting it. Go give it to the fucking homeless shelter before you fucking buy that fight.
Please. You know, and you know he's going around getting trademarks for TBE 50 and TMT 50 because you know he's pretty sure he's gonna have that. So I mean, like to me, the only fight for him to come back that's gonna make 9 figures is Manny Pacquiao or Gennady Golovkin.
Only two.
And he's not gonna fight Gennady Golovkin. That's just not gonna happen. You know what I mean? I don't even want to see that fight because I already know what's gonna happen. Golovkin's gonna smoke that nigga. It's not even gonna be a fight.
I don't want to even see it unless it's at 160. Because if you're not trying to do like what Sugar Ray Leonard did, if you can't even match that when people have done better, if you can't even match that, then just don't even bother. You know, it's like just go do your little fucking thing and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, just make money and fraud and just do it like that. You know what I mean? Because he's nowhere near half the fighter that Sugar Ray Leonard was. You know what I mean? And, you know, Leonard is guilty of ducking, too. He ducked Hagler for years. I mean, it is what it is. We know that. That's just one duck. Everybody's allowed one duck. Okay?
Yeah, everybody actually has around 1 or 2 fighters that they should have fought, and for whatever reason, it never happened. But then there's a couple guys that have just way too many.
And Floyd is one of them. I mean, and you know, people get mad because Pacquiao's legacy is better than Floyd. It is. This is not even a debate. It's not even a debate.
Yeah, it's not a matter of who won the fight. It's like the whole career. You know, you're looking at the whole career.
And the risks, and fighting guys prime for prime.
Yeah.
He fought Pereira. He fought Morales. He fought Marquez 4 times when he didn't have to fight him that many times.
Yeah.
And Marquez, I'm mad at you too, Marquez.
Because Marquez won't even give him a fucking rematch.
I know, you try to come back against motherfucking Miguel Cotto or Jesse Vargas. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. The only fight you can come back for is Pacquiao. And that's 8 figures. And you're A-side. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Aaron was willing to give him his career high payday for the 5th fight. He refused it. He said he wanted like $20 million or something.
I think it's a pussy movement because like if you're gonna be retired, okay, I give you that, stay retired. But if you're talking about coming back, you should only come back for Pacquiao. That's it. If you're gonna be retired, I respect that. Stay retired. If you're gonna come back, you gotta come back as Pacquiao because he did you mad favors.
Yeah, kept giving you chance after chance after chance to beat him, and he was fucking you all up, and then you landed a knockout shot.
He was juiced.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Like, without even
question. You know how big Marquez was?
Yeah. It wasn't even a question. My buddy's the biggest Marquez fan in the world. And he's like, of course he was. He thinks, he goes, man, but I really do think one day Marquez will come out and apologize for that.
I know, right? But like I said, like I always say, man, yo, it ain't cheating until you get caught.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Right, Floyd Mayweather? Right, Floyd Mayweather? Yeah, nigga. Yeah, you cheated. And also, I want to, like his father, him and his father, he talk about Golovkin is too big. Floyd comes into the ring at 165. Floyd is big. that's why you never see his weight at fight night. He's 165. He's rehydrating to 165 to 170. He was almost as big as Canelo in that fight.
He's definitely around 165.
He was way bigger than Pacquiao. And that's way bigger.
His back was big. Yo, Pacquiao was what, 152? And Floyd's arms are longer. They were way bigger, like thicker, more muscular. His chest was way bigger. His back was way bigger. His shoulders were way bigger. I mean, everything was way bigger. So that adds pounds, man. Like the lowest he was 160.
And you want to know why? It's part of it too, man. Because like, if they see his weight on fight, like, oh yeah, Floyd could fight Golovkin. He comes in at a middleweight every fight. He's older. You know what I'm saying? His body is bigger now. He's growing out of that shit, and I think he be taking PEDs just to stay in shape to make 147 and 154, and then try to drain himself with the motherfucking the IVs and the shit. Nigga. Like, come on, man. I'm getting mad. I'm already getting mad about that shit. And I'm about to get heated. I've been drinking, but it's yo, man, it's like this guy's a fraud. And listen, I'm a fraud. Like I respect Floyd Mayweather's skill set. He's definitely the best boxer in our era. Definitely, I give him that. I have no problems with that. But I get mad at him is because, like I always said, he don't want to make himself better. He don't want to be great. Okay, he never fought guys that he should have fought.
That's my criticism of him. Like, when he was at 140 pounds, dude was a beast.
Yes.
Like, his skill set was just off the fucking chain.
He was a killer.
Yeah. And then he, never challenged himself.
Once he beat De La Hoya, that was it. And De La Hoya almost beat him. It's debatable.
Yeah. But, I mean, he was even a clear-cut favorite. I got the odds right here. He was a clear-cut favorite to win that fight.
Yeah.
So that wasn't even, like, really, a challenge. He was supposed to win.
Yeah. A prime De La Hoya was smoked Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, hell yeah.
welterweight from welterweight. Prime De La Hoya would destroy him. You know, an old washed up De La Hoya almost beat him. You know,
In Floyd's prime.
yeah, man. And you know, you touched on it too, because I forgot about Spatter 4. I forgot all about Spatter 4. You know what I'm saying? Props to you to that shit. 'Cause I forgot about Spatter 4. I forgot about Winky Wright. You reminded me, man, about that shit. I was like, yeah, he did duck the shot at Winky Wright.
Yeah, he called Winky out.
Yeah. It would have been a boring ass fight, but I want to let this see it. You know? And Paul Williams, please, man. Paul Williams will smoke Floyd. You know, Martinez, Sergio Martinez beats his ass.
He should have fought fucking Cotto at 47. Should have fought Pacquiao in 2010. Vernon Forrest.
Yep. And you know what's crazy? Like, back when they first talked about the Pacquiao Mayweather, I had Mayweather. I did.
Well, Mayweather was at his best right then.
Exactly.
You know, at his best, so was Pacquiao, but Mayweather was killing dudes, you know, with his, you know.
He wanted to fight.
Yeah.
He wants to fight. He's a killer. He's a beast. That's what I loved about Floyd. You know? But he became, once, like, De La Hoya created this monster. He shouldn't even fought that nigga.
Yeah, you're right.
Because if he wouldn't have fought Mayweather, the Pacquiao fight would have happened sooner.
If he wouldn't have became the cash cow and had to just like realize like, fuck, I gotta do this the hard way,
Yep.
he would have took on all them challenges and we would have really got to see how great he was.
Yep. He would have fought Pacquiao way sooner. He had no choice but to fight him. He would have had no choice. Pacquiao was that dude. He had to fight. He would have had to fight him.
And he would have fought other fighters too.
Yep.
You know,
Williams. Yep. All them niggas. Yep.
Yeah.
All of them.
And then there wouldn't be like that question mark on Floyd, like, well, how great could he have been? Could he have beat this guy? Could he have beat that guy? You know, which one would he have lost to? Because you know he could have, like, Pacquiao's resume is better, but Floyd's could have been better if he had fought a lot of guys and only lost to say like 2 of them, but beat 8 guys that were prime, bigger. A-level on the pound for pound list, like Winky and Paul Williams and Cotto and Vernon Forrest and
Vernon Forrest. Oh my God.
Man, he would have fucked all them dudes up and only lost like once, and did what he did. Had the rest of his career. Shit.
You're right. Speaking of Vernon Forrest, he used to beat the shit out of Shane Mosley. God damn.
He had a crazy 1-2, man. This jab kept you. That's why Floyd don't like fighting guys who have not a better, but a bigger, stronger jab than his. Like, can reach further, extend it. He don't like fighting guys with jabs.
Yeah. A boxer is just as good as him. Like, he don't want that competition.
Yeah.
He don't want that. You know what I mean? I just disappointed for Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't hate Mayweather. I like his skill set. I still believe he's a great fighter. He has changed the game, made an impact in boxing in terms of his business. You know what I mean? How to sell fights, how to con niggas. I give him credit for that. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I mean, people saw his resume. His last few fights. Where are these guys at now? Where's Guerrero? Where's Ortiz, who got knocked out last weekend? He gave up. He's a bitch.
Yeah.
Maidana, he's fat. Who else are we talking about? Berto, the bum. Like.
Berto.
Like, come on. And then he goes to Pacquiao's fight against Bradley, trying to hate on so hard it's a fucking draw.
I know.
He went out better than you, nigga.
Yeah, and all that's doing is fucking up your legacy.
Yeah.
Pacquiao looked amazing. That way you can be like, yeah, I beat an amazing fighter.
No, he beat a hurt fighter. He beat a hurt fighter with Pacquiao.
He would leave that part out too.
Of course. It's part of the scheme. You know what I mean? It's just garbage to me, man. It's just how this game has become. I thought it was bad back in the Don King days, man. It's way worse now.
I know.
Way
At
worse.
least like Don King and Arum, they would say fuck it when it was the big money fights, you know.
Yeah, money talks.
If Don King had Canelo, his ass would be in that ring. If Arum had Triple G, they'd be in that ring.
It happened.
Yeah.
They ain't playing.
Nope.
They ain't. You know, OGs of this game, man. And I don't know what happened to Don King. I'm surprised he's not more of a picture nowadays, man. But I guess he's chilling. You know, he's old.
Yeah.
He's still promoting.
He was still promoting, but he had a hard time signing fighters because he didn't have the capital that other guys did at a certain time, you know, like the late 90s and shit, when Top Rank was signed and everyone, or 2000s, I mean, mid-2000s and shit, when, because they were thinking, well, all right, Oscar's a fighter, he's really taking care of everybody. You know, he understood what it was like to, you know, be under a promoter, so he ain't gonna do that to us. Give us a little more freedom.
Yeah.
And that's why he had so many people signing with him.
Yeah.
Then Al Heyman and Schaefer just swooped in and took everybody.
He was talking that bullshit, man. Like, I mean, like money talks, man. Especially in boxing, because like the bottom line in boxing is to make the most money you can and get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Maximize your dollar. You know what I mean? That's why I don't get too mad about the politics, because I understand the politics, but like certain fights have to happen though. Like I said with the Mayweather Pacquiao should have happened years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, because that would have still been a big money fight back then.
And they could have did that shit 3 times.
Exactly.
While they were both in their primes.
Exactly. It would have made billion. They each would have made $1 billion for a trilogy. You know what I mean? And now, because that fight was so bad, and Floyd had so many advantages, and you know, it was just too many smoke and mirrors around that fight, man. It just doesn't. It's for both guys to get paid, basically. You know? And Pacquiao still won.
It was a tainted fight.
It was, yeah.
It was very
tainted. Yeah.
Because I mean, with the IV thing going on after the fact, and then everything else that you guys just mentioned, it was a very tainted fight, and this has a lot of negative connotations around it, and it's supposed to be the biggest fight of the century.
And as we know, like you just broke that down perfectly, and it left a bad taste in so many people's mouths after that, and that's why, you know, pay-per-view is so fucked up right now.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, fuck, that should have brought people into boxing. Instead, it drew them away again. It's like, God, can this sport ever catch a break? You know, look at Cotto Canelo. That shit should have broke $1 million. Easy.
Yeah,
and
Oscar dropped the ball with that fight. They didn't promote that fight at all. It was terrible in terms of promotion. And Oscar's better than that.
Well, he's one of the best. I mean, they don't stop. They're Twittering, they're everywhere. I mean, they do their thing.
Yeah.
But I don't care. It still should have did over $1 million, man. It should have.
Yeah, right.
The truth is, it didn't even do 900,000. Or HBO would have, because they're saying it did that. Golden Boy is, but if that was the truth, HBO would have released those numbers to show it. So, you know, and you've heard from other people it did anywhere from 6 to 9. So you say it did even like 800,000. Even if it did 900,000, which it didn't, but it did somewhere, you know, in that area. It should have did more, man. That was a big fight. You know, that people were waiting for like a year. So it had a ton of build-up. You know, that's the kind of fight that people want, you know, and it kind of lived up to itself, I guess, kind of.
That fight was garbage. That fight was garbage.
No one went for it. No one got hurt.
That fight was garbage, man. Cotto didn't come to fight. He just came to stay out the way. He boxed and stayed out the way. He didn't want to, you know, engage too much. He just came in, got a check, and then bitch and moan that, you know, he thought he won the fight. Like, nah, bro. It was okay. It wasn't a good fight at all to me. I don't think it was.
It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I'll say that. It wasn't
Yeah,
what I
because
thought it was going to be.
yeah, because like people thought, especially Puerto Rican fans of Cotto, thought that he was gonna come to fight, and he didn't. He didn't. He didn't want to engage with Canelo. Everybody thought it was gonna be a machismo fight. Two Latinos getting in the ring, you know what I'm saying, fighting. But it didn't go down like that because Cotto just wanted to box. He was on his bike, he was getting hit. You know how Cotto do when he gets hit. He starts running, you know.
And Canelo's happy with that, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you got a nice paycheck. I'll be happy with Cotto too. Get a nice little paycheck, you know what I mean? And I can still fraud some more. Because that's another notch on my resume.
Definitely wasn't no Trinidad De La Hoya.
Hell no. And De La Hoya, I'm mad at you about that too, nigga. Because you ran for the last 4 rounds. You won. He was winning the fight. But you can't run for 4 rounds and expect to win, especially with a big fight like that. Nah, bro. Because Tito was on your level. No, and
if he stood his ground to fight, though, he was getting knocked the fuck out. I'll tell you that. Because he was gassed. Oscar was gassed.
Yeah, he was.
And he had Ray Arcel in his corner for that fight, and he told him, just stay away and you won. Stay away and you won.
Yep. So that's one time. Like, I mean, he probably told him to stay away, but not stay away for 4 rounds and just flat out run. He just ran. He didn't want to engage at all. He just like ran.
Yeah.
Like, damn, bro. Like, that's what I mean. That's probably the only fight I lost respect for him. I mean, De La Hoya was a good fighter in his time, man. He fought. I mean, he took fights, man. I can't really hate on him. The only thing I have to say about him is that fucking thong shit. I'm like, yo, man, like.
He's in the ring, though, man. He fought everybody that was out there.
Yeah. The only person above him is Pacquiao in terms of legacy of this era is Pacquiao. You know what I mean? It's only because Pacquiao fought killers. He fought more killers than Oscar did. Oscar fought everybody, even like
won.
And won. Yeah, I'm about to say and won. You know what I mean? But like Oscar, I give him credit for taking the risk. Because he fought B-Hop knowing he was gonna lose. He's fighting middleweights knowing that he's gonna lose because he's old and that's not his division.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he's willing to take the fight. And I give him kudos for that.
Sturm, then how you gonna beat B-Hop?
Say that again? I'm sorry, man. Say that again?
If you can't even beat Sturm, then how the hell are you gonna beat B-Hop?
I know. Well, you know what? You know how that shit go, man. That fight makes money. B-Hop and Oscar makes big money.
Oh yeah, I mean, we already knew that fight was coming, so.
Yeah. That body shot, I mean, Yeah. Precise said it was staged. I can't fuck with Precise, man, because he definitely be on point with his shit, man. And I'm like, yo, man, I can't fuck with him like that, because he do be right. I'm like, with the De La Hoya thing, I don't know, man.
It's always gonna be fishy. Everyone questioned it,
Yeah.
It didn't look like a hard shot, but you never know. It could have been a dive, or it could have been just really hit him in that right spot.
Yeah, kidney shots ain't to be played with, man. Kidney shots are not. I mean, it could be like he's on the right spot in your kidneys, man. You ain't getting up. Like if you get hit, like like that, you're not getting up. You could try
on his liver, but I don't know. Man. When I watched it, my girl was screaming. He took a fucking dive, but I just don't know. Still to this day, and I never will, man.
Yo, but like B-Hop was big. Like when they first when the first round, like B-Hop was big as fuck.
He was a huge middleweight.
Oh my god, yo, he was a light heavyweight. He was.
I know.
He was big as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, De La Hoya, yo, the fight should have ended sooner. To be honest with you, I'm like, how the fuck De La Hoya's gonna beat this big ass nigga, man? He can't hurt him. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, I took a dive too. Fuck that. Fuck, man.
If he didn't go down, he was about to start getting really fucked up.
Yeah.
You watch the pace of that fight, it was about really starting to come on, and he was going to start punishing him.
Yeah, man. Fucking bullshit. Okay, let's talk about the fight week. Paulie Malignaggi, okay, our favorite Pacquiao hater, and Triple G hater now comes out because he
I
wants.
can't even watch his interviews, so you got to tell me what he said.
I mean, basically, because he's on Floyd Mayweather's payroll and stuff, so
Yes.
and he sucks Ward's dick too. You know what I'm saying? Just like Max Kellerman. But the thing is, he's giving props to Andre Ward. Doing what Gennady Golovkin didn't do and what Canelo should be doing. And it's just all propaganda, man. I'm like, man. And then he talks about Pacquiao, talk about his legacy wasn't shit, his era was bullshit. I'm like, yo, you're like, yo, Floyd was in his era too. So you think Floyd's bullshit too? Like he's saying the Pacquiao era.
Well, yo, what about Ricky Hatton that fucking mollywopped Paulie?
I mean, listen. Paulie Malignaggi, that's his name. Pauline Malignaggi. Okay.
Yeah.
He's garbage anyway. Like he garbage. I think he hates Pacquiao because I think Pacquiao and Boo Boy must have been to train one of his hoes or some shit because
there's something personal there.
Yeah, I mean he's always getting fucked up, getting knocked through the ropes by niggas and getting his girl taken and shit. And I'm like, what's your problem, man? Like you have no proof to stand on. You're accusing this man of cheating. But where's the proof at, bruh? Like. Your boss cheated too.
What's that?
His boss cheated too. Floyd cheated too.
Yeah. I heard. I know a dude. Well, I got a connection at the wild card, and I asked him how did that shit all start? 'Cause I heard several different stories, and he told me that Paulie's coach, his last coach, the what the fuck is his name? The one that was working out of Wild Card West, and they'd come over to the Wild Card sometime, get some sparring in and stuff. Well, him and Freddie didn't like each other at all, but Freddie would let him, train his fighters out of his gyms. And when Paulie went to him, he would always talk shit about Freddie and Manny to Paulie, like telling him like he's only doing that because they got that kid on roids and all that shit, and with no evidence, but just saying it because he's just talking shit. He hates the guy, and Paulie really just ran with it because it's his trainer. He's not having much success, and there was kind of a rift there. So Paulie had probably gotten maybe like. He asked to spar Manny one time, and Freddie was ignorant and said, "No, we don't need you. You don't have power." Like just shit like that. Like that's kind of embarrassing to a pro fighter.
Because Pauline sucks. He's not like decent for with that faggot.
He did it in front of the whole gym too, though. Like
I mean, because it's facts. Because Pauline Malignaggi is a bitch. He really obviously you really think that. I'm saying Malignaggi can give Manny Pacquiao some decent work in sparring?
No.
and it goes to show like how much Freddie Brooks thought about Paulie Malignaggi. He just being salty about it, man. Like you wasn't that good of a fighter.
Yep.
That's it. And you ain't laying no pipe either, nigga, because you have your girl getting taken on national TV and shit. Fuck, man. Man, you are just a bum ass nigga all around. You can't fight and you can't fuck. So you all fucked up.
It's on video of him saying Al Heyman can fucking fix anything. He's the most corrupt guy in boxing. Blah blah blah. 2 weeks later, he signs with him.
I forgot he said that shit. God damn.
He literally said, "I never knew Al like there was the fight in Texas." And he was like, once I saw that scorecard, that's when I realized Al Heyman could fix anything in boxing, and then went on a rant. It's on YouTube still, went on a rant about how corrupt he was. And that's when Al Heyman had to reach out to him, like, shut the fuck up. What do you need? he needs some money, buddy, and they paid him, and now he's on the payroll saying the complete opposite. It took 2 weeks from, one day he's saying one thing, 2 weeks later he's saying the total opposite, but he had signed with Heyman now.
Yeah.
So,
Before it was like Al Heyman ain't shit. Then the next week is like, thank you, Al Heyman.
Yep. And he's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Oh yeah, I mean, shit, nigga paying me, like overpaying me, shit. I think he's God too, shit. For me being a bum and just talking shit, okay, you're God to me.
Yeah, you'll pay me all this money just to talk some dumb shit?
I'll shit on Pacquiao Triple G for you. Okay, cool. Yeah, give me $2 million. All right, cool. Whatever. You pay everybody else millions. Pay me millions. I'll talk shit about anybody. Fuck that.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, man. So, Andre Ward, he what do you think? I want to know what you think. Who's gonna fight next, and if he who you got? You have him beating Kovalev at all?
Well, I need to see who he fights next and what he looks like, but at the moment, hell no. The one that the Ward fought Barrera gets destroyed.
Oh yeah.
But we need to see him in there with someone else,
I mean, the only person that gets him ready for Kovalev is Better Biev, and Better Biev fucks him up too.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think that's his best opponent to get ready for Kovalev.
But that's a killer too, man. Like I don't see him being Better Biev. Like to me, like Andre Ward has a tool. He's a good fighter. To me, like I don't know if he was pound for pound, but I always thought he was the best super middleweight because there was nobody fucking there. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really care about the super middleweight division that much. I did appreciate Andre Ward's skills, whatever. Boring fights, but I give him the credit that he is a good fighter. And I think he just like him and his team and the Black Tars just don't understand what he's getting into fighting with Kovalev. They don't know what kind of beast he is, and he's gonna find out the hard way. It's gonna be bad for Ward, I think. I don't know. I don't know. You there? I think he stepped out, but yeah, I think Andre Ward, I guess like they don't know what he's getting into with this guy. I think he's gonna get fucked up, to be honest. And a tune-up fight that really makes any kind of sense. I mean, even I don't think it's gonna be a good fight either. Maybe Jean Pascal, but what kind of confidence does he have? What kind of fight will that be? Because his confidence has been totally destroyed by Kovalev. And after getting fucked up 2 times by Kovalev, like what kind of fight could he possibly give Andre Ward? But shit, Ward gets some work in before the fight. I don't think. Well, like I said, I do get props for Ward for even taking the fight. He definitely didn't have to. Shit. What kind of? But at the same time, what options does he have? So I don't know, man. Let's see what else is going on here. But I want to touch on the Mayweather McGregor shit. This is typical Floyd Mayweather. I kind of expected some kind of fuckery to be going on during this fight week because the Canelo fight is a big fight. It's the biggest fight of the year so far. Floyd Mayweather has to, try to overshadow it with his bullshit. So he threw a line out there. He's going fishing. He's throwing a line out there, shopping a possible fight, just try to get a feel how the public will react with him fighting Conor McGregor in a boxing fight. Because it ain't gonna be no UFC fight. Please. To me, the fight don't make no motherfucking sense to me. Because UFC fighters can't box and boxers can't do UFC shit. So it's like if Floyd comes to UFC and fights Conor McGregor, he gets tapped out, he gets choked out, gets fucked up. The same with Conor McGregor going to boxing. So I don't understand, but a money grab for the casuals, the casual fight fans. You know, any hardcore purists buy that fight is a fucking idiot. I mean, I'm not buying that bullshit. It's just Floyd just being jealous. You know what I mean? He just has to have some kind of spotlight. He hates not having a spotlight on him. You know what I mean? He's trying to do everything in his power to take shine from this fight tonight, and he's failing miserably. Because I don't think anybody cares about that fight with Conor McGregor. In my humble opinion, I think Floyd just should stay retired. That's it. He needs to stay retired and come back for Pacquiao. He could come back either Pacquiao or maybe Khan. If Khan beats Canelo, that'll be a good fight. I gotta see that. I'm saying 154. You know what I mean? No, Floyd's gonna be at 147 or some catch weight. You know what I mean? But I won't mind seeing that fight. That'll be a big fight if Khan beats Canelo. If Canelo wins, I don't want to see a Floyd Canelo rematch because it's the same fight. Different day, same fight. You know what I mean? Floyd is just too good for that kid. It's gonna be another jab fest. He's just gonna control him with the jab, and that's just how it's gonna go. It's gonna be the same fucking fight. Who cares? But yeah, I think Floyd should ever come back for Pacquiao. Like I said, if Khan wins for Golovkin, but he ain't coming up for Golovkin, so I'm not gonna. I shouldn't even mention that. But yeah, man. I think Thunderdome has left. But it was a good conversation, good podcast. I'm about to get ready to watch this undercard, man. You know what I'm saying? It's already started and everything. The event already started. I'm watching it. I paid for it, people. Yeah, I paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't kill me, but I paid for it because the fight got me so intrigued. I had to buy it. So I will watch it in all this HD splendor, not bootlegging it. But yeah, I'm gonna do a post-fight discussion. So just come through, say what up. We'll talk for maybe like an hour or so. Talk about the fight, how the card went, and everything. And we're gonna do Q&A. And I'll send invites to anybody that's up or who's gonna be around. They're always welcome to come in. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk our shit. I'm about to get out this piece. I'd like to thank Ytbc student for coming through. Thanks a lot, King. I appreciate it. I thank Thunderdome Boxing Talk for coming through. I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It was a good podcast. Thanks a lot to you guys. I'm very appreciative of you guys. You know what I mean? Good shit. We can do it again sometime, man. But yo, you're gonna see me like around 1, 2 o'clock tonight. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do another one. So I'll see you guys there, man. No Name Boxing TV. I'm gone. Deuces.